Hello, beautiful being. I'm Trini. Welcome to Inner Dreams. Welcome to your reading. I'm grateful that you're taking time to see what messages are flowing in from Spirit for you. There is someone that you either at one time had a connection with, or perhaps you still have a connection with them. But there was chaos that they brought into your world. Some of you have cut and cleared this energy from you, and so this person is just in your memory bank, but they're not still in your heart space. Some of you, this person still is in your heart space. And either way, at some point in time on your journey with this person, they brought a lot of chaos, a lot of self-doubt, a lot of fearful energy to your mind and to your heart. They also led you to not feel grounded within your root chakra, your sense of security. Perhaps you felt like this person was not a safe place, a safe space, a safe person to be around and to share energy with. This person is currently, at this time, in this present moment, confirmation, they are experiencing a lot of karmic burden. And this burden pertains to how they treated you. There's a huge awakening that this person is going through. This is sort of like reckoning time with Spirit, where Divine is saying it's time for this person to wake up to what their actions have caused to themselves, for themselves, and for you. This is a very deep lesson that their soul is trying to teach them by opening their eyes to the trauma that they caused for you and for themselves. It's almost as if this person right now is being haunted by messages and synchronicities that remind them of the negative way that they interacted with you. They're constantly reminded by song lyrics, things that they read, things that they just come across, things that pop up on a screen. It reminds them of you. And it takes them back to a place and time when you still were willing to connect with them at a certain level where right now you're not. Whether it's because you've cut cords or because you are just pulling back your energy. In either situation, you've pulled your energy back. And they realize this. They know that they're not experiencing the fruitfulness of your energy because you have consciously reeled it back in. You chose to protect yourself. This person is being presented with images of you in their mind at random throughout the day and through the night. And they felt fearful that this was a sign of some sort of impending doom or some sort of situation that's right around the corner that will feel like a tower. They're afraid of experiencing a tower because of these messages that they're getting and this sense of regret that they feel. But this is all part of a divine plan, where Divine is saying that it's time for people who have spread chaos and continue to repeat patterns that are unhealthy for themselves and for others. It's time for them to clean up their energy. It's time for them to gain a sense of awareness and a level of awareness where they're very aware, very cognizant, very in tune, and very able to see the consequences of what they do and what they've done. So, yeah. There are multiple beings at this time who are very regretful of the things that they have done. I feel like this is it's hitting very hard as far as this vibe and this, what's going on with either a twin flame connection or someone who is a very deep soulmate connection. Okay, very meaningful. And it played out in some cases very karmically, but there has also been so much beauty and so much growth that has happened. I feel like the experience that you had in this relationship, it really did help you to gain an awareness of your beauty and your need to love yourself and to put yourself first. So that's the positive. It really has been a major source of inspiration for you, but it also brought a lot of hurt and pain. But yeah, somebody's learning a lot of lessons at this time. And if they're refusing to learn these lessons, they're really feeling the hit. Like they immediately see where if they're still trying to avoid taking responsibility for their actions, they're seeing that instantly they're running into some sort of obstacle. And they're connecting the dots now, and they're starting to really have to take accountability for their actions. All right, you've got safe travel, shift, and home. Wow, so this is about a huge move that you're making, and for some of you, this is an actual move. Divine wants you to know that you are protected on your journey, okay? For those of you who are taking trips, this is a very good omen. If you are going to be going on vacation or taking some time to get away, you have the blessings of your ancestors and spirit allies on your journey, okay? But this is also spiritual, not just physical. So for some of you, it's with an actual trip or an actual move. But for some of you, this is purely spiritual, where you are shifting. Okay, Divine is saying that your journey is blessed and that you are protected energetically as you move from one way of doing things to another. I'm seeing a huge release happen, okay? And this feels like where you were putting pressure on yourself to do things in a certain way. This could be how you interact in a relationship. This could be how you move forward with your creative endeavors, how you create, how you do anything in your life. It feels like there's a shift where you're going from feeling like you have to check boxes or make certain accomplishments or meet certain tasks, and you're realizing now that you have a lot more freedom in how you get things done. And this is because you're becoming much more intuitive with all of your processes in your life. How you connect with people, how you set boundaries, how you create, how you rest, how you indulge, how you have discipline. You're allowing spirit to really take you by the hand and guide you. And you're also listening to that small, soft voice, which is your higher self, okay? It's the pure voice of the divine. That soft, still voice that's not yelling. It's just there. So when you're not in alignment, you're not hearing someone yell at you. It's just a soft voice of the divine. And whether or not you align with it, that's your choice. But you're moving into a time where you're listening to your intuition. You're not fighting it. Okay? There may have been a time where you would get an intuitive download, or you would hear that soft, still voice of the divine, and then your mind would trick you into doing something else. Oh, that can't work. It's got to be done this way. because we want to make sure everything is done right. But Spirit brings that voice through, that soft, still voice, and you're listening to it. So this is your shift, where you're shifting from a place where you're fighting your intuition, and you're moving into a new era where you are home in your divinity. You are always getting downloads from the divine. This is the era of your life that you're moving into, where you are completely at home in your body. You're embracing your beautiful body. You're embracing your mind and the way that your mind works. You might have quirks about you, or things that you've always considered that made you different, you know, or made you like, you felt like you were set apart from people, and it kind of made you feel isolated because it's something that maybe you didn't observe in a lot of other people. Divine is saying that you're coming into a time where all of you, every single part of you, you are seeing it through a lens of beauty and divinity, where you are at home in your body, you're at home with yourself, you're at home with all your quirks and all the things that make you different and beautiful and unique. That is your divinity, feeling at home in yourself, within yourself. And also, you're much more at home with your intuition, whereas you used to fight it. You maybe used to question that intuitive guidance that would come to you. And then you realized how much harder life is when you don't listen to that voice that's guiding you, or you don't go with that gut feeling. You realize, oh, life would be so much easier, so much smoother if I just listened to the divine. That's the era that you are coming into in your life. This is a huge shift where you're trusting yourself more. You're trusting the pace of divine timing. There may have been a time where you felt like you wanted to have it all. Maybe there was a certain number of things on your list that you felt that you had to accomplish or achieve in order to consider yourself successful. But you're letting go of that. You're giving yourself grace to be exactly where you are. And you're allowing yourself to just be. It's beautiful. Yeah. Divine is also saying that regarding that person who's in a lot of regret now for how they treated you, and this is multiple people, but I feel that it's stronger with one particular energy. Divine is saying that that's why this is happening. They're ready to take the wheel now. Like, Spirit is like, they've allowed this chain of events to go on. And some of you have distanced yourself from this person, but you might just wonder every once in a while, did they ever wake up to realize what they did, or what they lost, or what they gambled with? So Divine is letting you know, whether you're still connected to this person or not, their regret that they feel, that is all a part of the lesson that they are learning at this time in their evolution. And that there's nothing that you need to do at this time where you're really going above and beyond to do or to prove something. They said you've been doing enough of that. You've already proven yourself. You've already looked at your demons, came to understand them, and are living in a higher vibrational state. But there are lessons that this person had to learn that you can't teach them. It's not something that they can get from your mouth anymore. If you've talked to them about this, it's come to a point where Spirit has to do the teaching. And that's why they're in constant regret of what they've done. It's a part of their karma. What does this beautiful being need to know, Divine? What does this beautiful being need to know? Okay, oh yeah. So, detachment, cold. I feel like there's something that you've detached yourself from. It feels like maybe an expectation. Okay, where you're allowing things to play out as they are destined to play out. It feels like you have done a lot And at this point, you're ready to just let go and let God. Let go and let God is Ashe. Yeah, so we've got detachment, cold, until death tear us apart, contracts, career, commitments. This is Saturn. This is about karmic lessons. Somebody is really getting in touch and in tune with the lesson that they need to know. This has to do with nurturance and compassion. Okay, I feel like there is a way in which maybe this is you, that you needed to be nurtured. You needed to experience someone's compassion and you weren't getting it in the way that you need it. Okay, so what's coming through is love languages. Perhaps this person was giving you love or nurturance how they consider it to be. Or maybe they're coming at you from an unhealed state. I mean, that's what's coming through, is that there's a lot of energy within themselves that needs to be healed so that they are able to see through a lens of empathy and true nurturance and true compassion. This person sees themselves as very compassionate, but it's because they're compassionate in the ways that they value compassion. In other words, they give love the way that they're comfortable with love because of their needs being different from yours. You both have totally different needs. And so true love is loving a person the way that they need to be loved. And that's what this person is seeing, is that they did not love you in the way that you needed to be loved. And they're wishing that they had. They're wishing that they had made different choices. I feel like there have been choices that you've perhaps regretted as well. But I'm feeling like this is something that you've been working on, you've been healing. Whatever it was that you felt that you could have done differently, you've healed that. And you're open to more healing, right? But you've arrived at a place where you're ready for honesty. You're ready for true reflection and true compassion and true love, where you are receiving the love that's right for you and you are giving the love that's right for your beloved or whomever this person might be, family, friend, okay? Yeah, family, home, commitment. This pertains to more than likely a family situation. Yeah, oh, fulfillment wish. So something's going to be fulfilled here in a very positive way. The light is shining on this situation. Okay? There's a lot of reflection that's going on. You see the sun's reflection there, and somebody's reflecting on their ego. They're reflecting on how their ego has led them to make certain choices. I feel like they went left quite a lot because their choices were guided by their ego. There are ways in which this person feels very insecure and very anxious about being loved and being accepted. I want to get a hidden oracle or hidden truth message from this person. What does this person feel about this beautiful being? What would they say to them? It was my fault, but I blamed you. Okay? I am becoming a better person. All right? So they're reflecting. And they're evolving. I do see with this wish fulfillment, there is a beautiful space for you and for your true destiny. This is about what you wish being fulfilled. First and foremost within you, and also in the way that you relate to others, relate with others, your connections with others. I feel like with this situation, a lot is being let go of, and that's really important. Give me more that this beautiful being needs. Yeah, so you've got the Magician and Wheel of Fortune. So there's a turn of events that's coming, and it's intentional. With the Magician, someone is they're taking things into their own hands, and they're willing to create their destiny. Okay? Earlier in the reading, I'm seeing your energy as where you're letting go. You're like, I'm going to let things work out the way that they're supposed to. So this Magician, this feels like someone around you who's taking things into their own hands. How are they doing this, Divine? What does this entail? Yeah, forgiveness and letting go of the lower self. Letting go of old behaviors that have held them back. Letting go of attachments to their ego. Letting go of any outcome or any desire for an outcome that does not align with what's truly best and what is truly divine. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah. Page of Swords. There's someone here who is wanting information, wanting a view. This feels like an outside energy. Who is this Page of Swords, Divine? Hanged Man. Let me get more on this, Divine. What is this Page of Swords? Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. So this feels like a third energy. This feels like an outside energy. Some sort of chaotic Seven of Swords bringer. Some sort of like person who's trying to bring deceit, lies, drama, trickery. Okay, that's this Page of Swords. So they're like, maybe you're on a healing journey, okay? And there's somebody who's watching you do this. They're trying to watch your moves, trying to figure out what you're going to do next on your healing journey. This could be within yourself. Maybe they're watching your level up. They're watching your glow up. They're watching you just become better and more beautiful every single day. This could also be someone who's observing you heal within something in your home, your family, and they're so pressed on getting information about you. Okay, this is a, they're coming through as a Page of Wands. This could be a fire sign. Okay. They're in Ten of Swords. They're in Ten of Swords. Okay? So if this was someone who was acting very immaturely, who was stirring up drama around you, they are keeping an eye on you, but Divine is just bringing back to me fulfillment of your wish. There's nothing about this being that you need to concern yourself with, because they just feel like extra in the background. But they are in Ten of Swords over the healing energy that they see flowing through you. They are bothered over it. So this could have been a person that started some trouble, and now maybe they're one of these people who's regretting the energy that they sent towards you. Okay? But they are definitely in Ten of Swords over the trickery that they were dishing out. Okay? Now, I'm also seeing this in another way. For those of you who are dealing with a family home situation, this could be, this Page of Wands could be a child who is observing as that Page of Swords was coming through. they're observing what's going on, and they're kind of like hoping and wanting for the very best. Okay, they want their wishes fulfilled as well. They may feel like maybe there's some choices that could have a big impact on them. Okay, if you're deciding where you're going to live, or whether or not you're going to remain in a relationship, or how long you're going to live at a certain location, whatever kind of big topic issues are going on within your home and family, this Page of Wands that's coming through could be very anxious about some of this energy that they're sensing. Okay, this could also be a child who's very they have mediumship ability, so they're able to pick up on things. And you know, all kids are so energetically sensitive, and they're very able to pick up on what's going on in their surroundings. So this is just a nudge from spirit to tune into that if this is a part of the message for you. Okay, just be aware of providing support for if you have a child or someone who depends on you who's young. Be aware if they're struggling. Okay, be aware if they're struggling. There are so many things you can do to soothe the energy of a child. All the things that we use. You can get them a singing bowl. You can play singing bowls with them. You can get a tarot deck for children or an oracle deck for children and pull cards together. You can go outside and go for a walk. You can just sit and color with them, you know, play whatever it is that they like to play. So this could be a child's energy that's yearning for your love and for you to spend time with them and connect with them, because they truly benefit from your energy. That's what's coming through. You are a source of strength for them, and that's why they want to see that things are working out, because they love you so much as well. And they want you to be happy, and they want to feel safe and secure. Okay? Ashe Spirit. Okay, I don't know why, but now I want to pull one of these. Let's see what's going on. No need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. Yeah. Whatever transitions or changes you're going through, especially for those of you who are going to be traveling or moving to a different location, Divine is saying that you are absolutely protected. And there may be something, I don't know, maybe something in the news that you saw that put something in the back of your mind where you were worried about something. Divine is just reminding you of your energetic protection. We're all mad here. Divine is reminding you that everything that makes you different also makes you beautiful. Okay? What's coming through is that for some of you, there may be a diagnosis that sets you apart, or that you feel sets you apart. And I will just repeat what Spirit said. What makes you different makes you beautiful. So there's nothing about you that is a drawback. Okay, there's nothing about you that because of this, you have to make up for it by doing this. Now, if it's in your discipline and how you know yourself, and if you sometimes need to adjust your schedule or whatever, you can make changes, but Divine is saying that who you are is beautiful. So yes, you can shift gears, but you don't need to compensate for any part of you that you feel is lacking, because you're beautiful. Okay? Yeah, okay, so let me show you. Yeah, we're all mad here. Divine is reminding you that being different is beautiful. No need to fear. And you can't go back to yesterday, so be in the present. And, you know, I feel like Divine is bringing me back to the understanding that has come through this reading, that someone is living in the yesterday. Okay, so this person or these people who are regretting what they've done to you and how they've treated you and the energy that they've just been radiating overall. I feel like there are other changes that this person and these people want to make in their lives as well. It could have to do with their social circle. It could have to do with their boundaries. There's some other way that this person and these people that regret how they treated you, they're feeling like there's something else in their life that needs to be fixed as well. So that's why it's sort of an overall awakening for them. They are living in the past right now. Okay? But Divine is saying that no matter what their path entails, because that's a part of their spiritual journey. okay? And if their karma is leading them to their past so that hopefully they can reflect on it and learn some lessons, that's okay. Let them be. You be in the present though. Okay, there's no reason for you to go back and regret anything that you have done or been or said. If there's more to learn from it, open up to that energy from spirit where they're bringing you downloads and realizations and awareness that you desire. But it's not at all about saying, oh, I fucked up, and then staying there, you know, because we've all messed up. We have all messed up. But at this time, Divine is reminding you to be in your present, be at peace with your past, with your present, and be at peace with your future. Know that it's beautiful, and know that you are coming into a time of wish fulfillment where what you desire is in front of you, around you, inside you. That time is here for you to manifest those things. That's beautiful. Ashe. Thank you, Divine. All right, I hope that you enjoyed these messages. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can leave me a nice comment, or you can put the lotus symbol or a moon. I love to see those. I love to see those. They're so magical. All right, I wish you peace. I wish you joy and many blessings. Take care.